The following is a short technical demonstration of Hyperview's AssetTracker product. Over the next few minutes, I'll take you through the software and hardware components, illustrating its easy to use yet powerful functionality. Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate the Add Assets functionality within AssetTracker. This is intended for new assets that have come in from procurement and are found in the receiving area of your company. If I go into the Add Assets screen, you'll see that my location is already pre-populated to my Vancouver receiving dock. And from here, I have a few fields that I need to fill out to get started. The very first one being type. In this case, I'm going to add a server. As you'll see, I'm starting to type in the name, and the information is automatically populated from our model database, which contains tens of thousands of manufacturers and models. What we're going to do is put in a Dell, and I'm going to put in an R620. And from here, I have two optional fields to fill out, the asset tag, if I have that available, along with the serial number. And now with this, you can either scan or type in the tag manually using the Bluetooth 2D scanner that we'll be demoing in the live section of this demonstration later. And from here, I have two options as well. I can hit add and continue if, say, I have a stack of R620s, or I can hit add and reset, in which case I would be moving on to scan maybe a different model, manufacturer, or a different asset type altogether. And once I'm done here, I can simply hit the back button to go to the main screen. When I add these assets, they're added into the location I've chosen, and they're ready to be loaded into the system. So now once I take the AssetTracker tag and place it on a rack, this asset is automatically moved to that location and is now being tracked in real time. Physical movement within that rack or any rack within your data center will be captured and logged throughout the asset's lifecycle. Furthermore, if or when you decide to discover the asset, that information will be automatically merged with the asset. Not only will you know its physical location, but you will immediately begin to receive live sensor data, alerts, and analytics from our software. Now I'll move to a hands-on demonstration of both the software and hardware. The AssetTracker modules can be mounted on either side of your rack in a number of different ways. They are secured by a variable length metal bracket, which can be screwed or zip tied in place. The modules are powered by a PoE, or Power over Ethernet, injector. They come in both 5U and 6U sizes to accommodate any rack height. Now at the bottom of the rack, you'll see I have 3 asset tags on 3 different servers. We will be using the tag asset functionality on 2 of them. The first one being an HP server, and the second one being a Supermicro. Now below the Supermicro is a Dell R620, which is already connected and live in the software. Now, I've gone ahead and attached the tags to each of the other 2 servers, but I haven't scanned or entered them through AssetTracker yet. I'll be doing this using a basic 2D barcode scanner that is connected via Bluetooth to my laptop. On the laptop screen, you will see that I have this rack pulled up within the RAM software. The Dell R620 is sitting in RU12, and I'll quickly move it up to RU13 on the module. You'll see a blue light with a beep to represent the movement. As I move the tag, a signal is sent from the module to the RAM software, and the asset will be moved in real time, now sitting in RU13. And I'll quickly move it back to RU12 where it belongs. Again, the module will flash blue and beep, signal is sent, followed by the asset moving in the rack view. Now, you'll see that the Supermicro and HP servers are already in this rack, but are sitting in the wrong locations at U37 and 35 respectively. To resolve this, we are going to use the tag assets function. Upon entering this screen, you'll be able to choose your location and your rack. This gives you a rack view similar to the one in RAMP. Here we can see the Supermicro and HP servers, and on the right-hand side, under the asset tag column, we have the scan tag section where we can enter or scan a tag. I'm going to select the HP server, and I'm going to use my Bluetooth scanner to scan that tag. Now that I've scanned that tag, you'll see a green message indicating it has been updated successfully with the tag number and I can place my tag onto the rack, again with the visual and audio cues that it's been placed. And moving back to ramp, we can see the assets move from U35 to U19 on the rack. And next, finally, we'll move to the AssetTracker tab to scan the Supermicroserver's asset tag, selecting this field and scanning it in. This time, however, after it's updated, I'm going to place the tag in the wrong location on the rack. One U above it, there's another Supermicroserver already occupying that space. So I've placed the tag, and I'm going to move back to ramp to see what happens with this Supermicroserver. Looking at ramp, I can see a red label indicating that a collision has occurred. This collision is shown in detail on the AssetTracker page. You will see the name and the position of the current asset, along with the name and position of the asset trying to occupy that space. Once I move the tag down to the correct position, the software is updated and the collision error disappears. Upon refreshing the AssetTracker page, the status is now updated to healthy.